Okay. I just want to say good morning, everybody. It's Thomas Dubois here. Got one of my favorite winter shirts on. It's starting to get that way here. It was getting wintry as all get out here yesterday, and it was a little bit on the crazy side. Back and forth weather here in Colorado. We got beautiful Mount Sopris, just absolutely snow covered, and Vail Pass starting to stop traffic and close highways and things like that here in Colorado. So we're getting ready for it. And one way to get ready for that is to make a lot of money while working from home. And I love that. So that's what we're here to do today. We're going to talk about crypto, and more crypto. And we got a special presenter and guest that we all love and have heard from many times and always love whenever he teaches us anything. And we'll get to that in just a minute. Tomorrow, I am going to get on here and I am going to teach on placement and optimizing the comp plan in my style, the way that I've done it to be making 15,000 a week, and how I've done that. And so I'm going to do it from a standpoint of if somebody come in at a one pack or if somebody come in at a builder's pack. And we're going to just talk about where I would place a new person, where I would place somebody, and what questions I ask when deciding to place somebody. All of these type of things to make a decision that's best for the person that I'm helping put in a package. It's always about the sponsor and what's best for the sponsor because it's their business. Okay, so we never want the dog to wag the tail. I mean, the tail to wag the dog. We always want the dog to wag the tail. And so it's always going to be to optimize the sponsor's business and then what's best for the person they're putting in following that business decision. So a lot of times we do the opposite. We ask the person what we should do with them, and we do that. But anyways, I'm going to optimize that tomorrow. I'm going to just give you straightforward best business thoughts from me and how I am maxing out 3 and maybe 4 and getting the supernova. We'll talk about the supernova a little bit tomorrow as well. And that's what tomorrow is going to be about. So, and we will update on any crypto going up to that point. Here's what's happening now is now that we're all switching to the crypto game and crypto in and crypto out, we're seeing things and we're learning things. So if we come on here the next day and we had a learning curve with you, let's say Miguel had some learning curves yesterday, and I mentioned them on today's call. It's not to pick on anybody; it's to help the masses. Okay. Now I'm not doing that this morning, but like we're seeing many little things that if people just knew, it would help the whole crowd, right? And so we're going to be doing that each and every day. Things that from Monday we'll talk about on Tuesday, things from Tuesday talk about on Wednesday, type of thing, so that when they're hot off the presses, we can address those things. So if you have something that go, hey, some people must need to know this because this keeps happening with people with Coinbase, or this keeps happening with people with crypto.com or whatnot, this is what we want to do here. This is what we want to do here. We want to help everybody have a streamlined business and build a big, huge business, okay? So with that being said, I am very excited this morning to turn the reins over and we just ask everybody to give your full attention and pen and paper, whatever it takes for yourself to bring on our next guest. We ask for favor and for blessings and God's word to be his words. In Jesus' name we pray. And Mr. Hersche Crowe, come and give it to us.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to add one more thing to Thomas's list for everybody to give, and that's participation. We're going to wake everybody up this morning. I like active participation. So I'm letting everybody know I need at least one volunteer that's to come forward here in a minute for demonstration purposes. and I'll explain a little bit more as
Herschel,
we
you want
go.
me to turn chat on?
Sure, why not? Yep, light it
Okay.
up, light it
Just
up.
just making sure. Okay. Always ask. And I should have asked you before. Okay. Okay. You are good to go.
You're on mute, Herschel.
Feel free if as we're going through, feel free to stop me. And if nobody comes forward, Corey, you probably will have to, since you spoke up first.
I knew it.
Exactly. But what I want to do this morning is kind of going to be a hybrid of, and it's not just one thing, it's a path. And let me see if it's going to let me share. I'm trying to, there we go. And what I want, there we go, getting all my screen situated here. But what I want to talk about is a pathway to take a newbie to being able to buy some crypto quickly. A lot of times, everybody that we talk to is not coming in buying a 9-pack or 27-pack or whatever, 50, however many packs or whatever. We have people coming in that just want to buy one or two to get started, and they may get more later. And you want an easy path to get them started that's smooth so that they can have a good experience out the gate. And I remember when I first got started in the crypto space, the way that I actually purchased my crypto was actually leveraging Cash App. We're gonna cover a few things before we get into the actual process itself. But just so I can have someone getting ready to volunteer, hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed. If anybody, preferably that's new, that has Cash App, would like to help go through the process and to show everyone that and others that may be new this morning to buy crypto on Cash App, just raise your hand or put me in the chat, and we'll get to you in a moment or whatever. That will be willing to share your screen and come in with so I can walk through using Cash App to buy crypto. If you're not new, if nobody volunteers that's new, if you're a veteran and you're willing, let that be known as well. And the reason why I'm not able to do it myself, we're going to cover as we go through a few of these slides. But this whole process starts with leveraging Cash App on the front end to actually buy crypto. But here's the thing. Cash App will only allow you access to purchasing one crypto, and that's Bitcoin. And that's Bitcoin. So there are other things that you will need to immediately do once you acquire the Bitcoin from Cash App. The question is, what is Cash App? And I'm starting here because although I don't use it very often anymore, sometimes if you are, especially if you're new, you may hear a person say some negative things about Cash App or how it functions or its overall level of security. So I just kind of want to touch on what Cash App is first, and I want to draw a slight correlation to some of the things that we talked a couple weeks ago, talked about a couple weeks ago, when we talk about security and how they're structured, because most people that may have heard something negative about Cash App in reference to, someone's account being hacked or whatever the case is, I don't want you to be afraid of those things, because if you understand what it is and how it functions, you will know how to function within it. And You may even sound smart if somebody brings it up and you're able to throw that back at them too. But what is Cash App? First question is it a bank? Answer is no. It's not a bank. Cash App does not hold a banking charter. Instead, it relies on partner banks to handle regulated banking information. We all hear about this new form of bank that's out there. Is it a neobank? No, it's not. A neobank is an actual digital first bank that physically has its own banking license or operates as a regulated financial institution. Cash App is neither one of those. So what is it? Cash App, and I'm reading a direct definition of what Cash App says it is. It's not a bank or a true neobank. It's a fintech, which is financial technology app that partners with licensed banks to provide banking-like services. It's a mobile payment and financial services app created by Block, formerly known as Square. Everybody's seen, back in the day when they started having mobile payment systems and the little white thing that you plug into the bottom of somebody's phone and you could swipe a credit card. The same company, that company was called Square. It lets users send and receive money, invest in stocks or Bitcoin, and use a debit card linked to their bank balance. Their primary partners are Sutton Bank, which issues Cash App debit cards, and Lincoln Savings Bank, who manages the deposits, direct deposits, and FDI insurance coverage. So basically, Cash App is like a project manager that actually has other licensed, regulated institutions that do all the work, and they just process it through their app. Cash App, a lot of people, I want to say this the right way, that have had issues. I'm not going to say 100% because there's no anything 100%. But the majority of the people that have had issues with Cash App is going to be very similar to the thing that we said before about leaving your information in the wrong spot. Or I've seen so many people go online and search for a phone number to call Cash App. And if we was to go Google Cash App phone number right now, there are so many people that have set up websites with fake numbers for you to call them. And the first thing they ask you for is your login information or pertinent information in order to access your account or whatever. So these are some of the reasons why people may have their accounts compromised because they fall for these phishing scams and things like that are out there. So we, knowing this, probably want, as we move forward, what we won't do, we want to treat Cash App just like we treat our wallet, or that like we treat an exchange. So some lucky person, please raise your hand and tell me, or throw in the chat real quick, or everybody, is Cash App a centralized entity or a decentralized entity? I should open up. Somebody go.
Centralized, right?
That it is. It is centralized because once your funds are not in your possession and someone else has control of them, just like your bank or what have you. But where I'm going with that is we always, centralized is good. We need centralized. but let's use our bank account to store our money. And let's not store money on Cash App. Let's use it as a tool for, and me personally, I would recommend just using it as a tool to on-ramp into the crypto space. And if you got friends and family that need to send you 50, $100 from time to time, but large transactions, I would stay away from, or if I used them on Cash App, I would literally be in and out in the moment, but don't store anything there. Use it as a tool. So, in looking at the chat, has anyone volunteered yet to come forth?
Yes, you have two. You have Miguel and you have Corey, and you could probably
Okay.
pick on them both.
Okay, well, we'll start with Miguel. Can you allow Miguel to share his phone? Or Miguel, are you in the Zoom on your phone, or can you come into the Zoom on your phone as well?
You bet. I'm here.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay.
You want me to share my screen?
Yes, Thomas, can you allow him to share his screen? And I will
Yep,
stop
I gotta
sharing.
find him real quick, and then I'll co-host him just a second here.
Perfect.
Give me. Can you raise your hand, maybe? Miguel? Oh, there he is. There he is. I see my buddy. Let's get him. There we go.
Here, wait a minute. Let me put my pants on.
Yeah.
No need.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
We're all adults. That's terrible.
All right. So as soon as he's able to share his screen,
Okay.
we will get him rocking and roll. Now, have you ever purchased crypto with Cash App before?
I have, Herschel, in another project we were in, we were using it, but I haven't used it in quite a while.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
That
So
tells
here,
me two things.
I will get there.
Okay, no problem. That tells me two things. That means that we want that you're already KYC. And while he's pulling that up, what I'm referencing there is many of you may already have Cash App on your phone, but if you've never actually purchased crypto and then tried to send it out, even though you may have KYC'd on the banking side, where you're able to send and receive just regular fiat cash on an ongoing basis, when you get ready to send crypto, it may ask you to do another KYC if you've never done it before it allows you to move crypto from within Cash App and send it outside of Cash App. Anybody can buy it, and you can even send crypto. Oh, he's coming back in. Okay. Even you can purchase crypto, and you can even send it to other people within the Cash App system, because it's staying, like we said before, centralized. As long as it stays in their control or what have you, they'll let you play around with it. But when you get ready to start pulling it out, now they have to, as Erica wrote, they're going to make you do your KYC, which is know your customer, before you can actually do that. So
I got kicked out there, Herschel, but I'm back. And I
Okay.
tried to share my screen, but it said only host.
I
okay, he'll have
co-hosted
to
you
get
again.
back.
Okay.
There you go.
You should be good now.
And Thomas, let's see. I'll show you this too. At the bottom of your screen, Thomas,
Yep.
where it has participants,
Yep.
if you click the little right, the arrow to
Okay.
the right of participants.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean share. I'm to the right of share. It has a little arrow pointing up. You see that?
Yep. and say, so
You see where it
multiple,
says, okay, it's
multiple
already
participants.
multiple. If you can click multiple for me, I'd appreciate it, just in case I have to share
It's on
something.
there. You
So that
got it.
okay, I just did perfect. So that we don't have to stop his share for me to share. Okay, perfect. Now on your phone, take my picture and just slide it all the way off to the right of the screen.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, on your phone, just so we can
Okay.
see your full phone and people don't have to squint
Gotcha. There you
and
go.
put their shades on to see me up there. All right. All right. Now, do you have an account set up already where you can add $10 to the account? If not, I have Thomas send you 1,000.
Yeah, there you go. It's been so long, Herschel. I don't know, but we can check.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
He's got 18 bucks in his account.
Oh, he does? Oh, there it is, down at the
Oh
bottom.
yeah,
Perfect.
sure do.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then you know what? We can use that. We can use that.
Okay.
All right. So if you've never used Cash App before, you will have to go to the App Store. You have to go to the Play Store and actually download the app to your phone. Go through the KYC process, meaning put in all your information, driver's license, and all of that, and they will approve you so that you can actually get to where Miguel is right now. So Miguel has 18, and then you'll be able to connect your bank account or your debit card to be able to load funds onto it, or you can just use it where you have other people send you money or whatever, friends and family or what have you. You can still add funds to Cash App and use it, and you can order a free debit card should you choose to. But from here, once you've loaded funds to your account, matter of fact, if you can click on the 18 for me in the bottom left-hand corner so people can see what the home screen looks like. It actually, wait a minute, you actually have Bitcoin in here too.
I sure do.
You already have $139 worth of Bitcoin in here. So
All right, I better put that into Texas.
you know what? We're about to go through that process right now. All right. So let's see here. Yep, you got your accounts and everything set up, but we still want to just show individuals how they would purchase some Bitcoin if they wanted to. So
Okay.
go down to, we got $18 in there. So go down and click where it says Bitcoin right here. All right. That takes us over to the crypto side. We got $139 worth. What we want to do is we want to purchase $10 more worth of Bitcoin. So
Okay.
click the buy button. Now, click the three little dots in the bottom right and type in 10. Hit next. Oh, yep. That's how fast, hit confirm. That's how fast you buy crypto.
Nice.
He already has Bitcoin. Boom, add it to his account right now. Now what we want to do, that's phase one. Remember, I had step one is to leverage Cash App. Now that we have some crypto, he's already bought some. The next thing we need to do is to make sure that we have a wallet set up. So I'm assuming we already know he has a MetaMask wallet or Exodus or some other wallet. So you
Yep.
want to make sure that new person still sets up a DeFi wallet, because now that we've purchased crypto here, we want to send it to our DeFi wallet where we now control it. But before we do that, we need to convert this Bitcoin into what we want it to be. And because Bitcoin blockchain is the slowest of them all, I typically convert it directly from here. So, Miguel, have you ever used Simple Swap?
I don't don't think I have, but
Good. So, all right. So scroll to the top of the page. We have Bitcoin inside your Cash App.
yep.
I now want you to go and just type in simple swap to your browser and type in simpleswap.io. Now, there are a number of exchanges that will do what we're about to show you. However, it just happens to be the one that I use most often. There's another one called Changely. There's one called Change Now. But these are actual crypto exchanges that do not hold your crypto. You don't even have to set up an account with any of them. You leverage the fact that they basically will receive your crypto, exchange it into what you want, and drop it where you want it to be, all at one time. We just have to tell it what we want it to do.
What are the fees like?
Well, you're going to see them in real time.
Okay.
And they're very comparable to doing a swap inside of a wallet, because what most people don't realize is when you do a swap inside of a wallet, behind the scenes, you ever seen a duck sitting on top of the water but don't know what's happening with his feet? When you do a swap behind the scenes, it's going through all these processes anyway. You just not having to do it. So for a new person getting started, it's easier in most instances to have that extra, if we need $1,000, well, we already know when they buy that first one, we got that 5% discount. It's always easier. And I tell everybody in crypto, nothing is exact, ever. Nothing is exact. So I say, hey, it's going to be about $1,000. You got an extra 100. Let's give some cushion because there's fees and things that we need to set up so that we can position you the right way to get started. So any leeway that we have, great. And as a builder, I always keep in the back of my mind that I'm going to have a little extra $5, $10, $20 if I can to easily fill in any gaps that may need to be filled in when I'm signing somebody up so that I can keep it as smooth as possible in real time. So here, you have a MetaMask wallet?
I do.
Okay. So, and you can feel free to stop sharing if there's something when you go there that you don't want somebody to see, like $1 million in your address.
Okay.
You can feel free to unshare it. But what we need to do is when we going into Texas, what crypto do we need to get started? Or to purchase a miner?
Okay. So you want me to go to TXC?
Well, no.
Okay.
When you're talking to a new person and you want them to buy a miner, they want to get started with their first miner, they're just getting one. What cryptocurrency will they need?
USDC.
Okay. On the Ethereum blockchain, correct?
Right.
Perfect. So, and I just say that for recognition. Now I want you to go to your wallet and I want you to copy your wallet address. And I'm saying it that way because you're using MetaMask.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Preferably Exodus, but
okay. You know what? That makes it even better. Use your Exodus because it's going to have a different receiving address because it's a multi-purpose utility wallet with all different kind of blockchains in it, including Bitcoin. But MetaMask leverages the same wallet for everything that you have in that one account or what have you. So I just want people to know to make sure that they are copying their, in this case, USDC on the Ethereum blockchain address. If you can copy that and come back.
Oh, so
I just need you to get a receiving address. You're going to need a receiving address, and we're going to actually send your crypto to it.
Gotcha. Okay, hold on. Going into Exodus. Did I stop screen share?
Yes.
Okay, USDC, receive, Ethereum, copy, got it. Okay.
Okay. Now that you
And
copied it, reshare your screen, and let's go back to this simple swap. Perfect. All right.
where was that?
Just your browser. Yep,
There we go.
So now you don't even have to, you can set up an account with Simple Swap, but we're not this morning, but you do not have to. Up top, you'll see in the first box, it says you send, and it already has, it defaults to Bitcoin. All right. And then underneath, it says you get, and it defaults to Ethereum. So we have Bitcoin, which is what we want to put up top, how much we're going to send so that we can get, and then it will tell us how much we're going to get down below. But for the sake of this conversation today, I want you to click where it says Ethereum, the E to the right, hit the drop down arrow, and I want you to type in USDC because we want USDC, and you're going to select the one that's on the Ethereum blockchain. So you go down, make sure you click the one that says, yep, that was on the Ethereum blockchain, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now up top where it says you send, I want you to put in, here's a trick question. I want you to put in, let's see who catches it first, $100 worth of Bitcoin.
Nope.
That's $9,114,000. So I want us to think crypto. We're moving crypto. So we're not typing in dollars. We're typing in the amount of crypto that we want. So an easy way to do it is just flip back to Cash App real quick and see how much you have. So we're going to be toggling. All right. So in your account right now, we have 0.00129. I would venture to say we go 0.0008.
Okay, has everybody got that?
Ish.
Okay.
And then we can kind of play with it from there.
0.008.
0.000, or you might have to do 0 point. There you go. 0 point.
That's not letting me. Point
Okay, then
zero
just
zero. Oh, wait. Let's do 0.00.
correct.
Right?
Yes, sir.
8.
0. No, I know you got some more zeros to go. That's 900. Eight.
Nope.
One too many. Let's go back. Yeah, that's a little bit.
How about that? 8.
There we go. Put an 8.
92
there
bucks.
We go. Now, put a 9. Because you see, I just want you to see how the number changes. Oh.
0.0009.
There you go. There you go. Close enough. Close enough. So, same thing that Thomas and a few others have mentioned, when you're using an exchange, if there is a certain amount that you have to have on the other end, you have to subtract all your fees and everything out, or add that cushion in before you ever send it. And what we're doing right now, which is why I typically say build in cushion, so you don't have to be exact, because nothing is ever exact in crypto, I've learned. So Just keep that in mind. You'll see what I'm talking about firsthand here in a moment. So we've put in Bitcoin, and we've now put in the amount of USDC that, or it shows us the amount of USDC that we're going to receive. All right. So we're going
Hey,
to,
Herschel,
yes.
let's go ahead and just do 149 or
Okay.
140.
Oh, in other words, you're saying I'm not leaving that in here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
so let's see. Let's do 0.000.
Zero. Or is it no, you probably had to put 0.1.
0.01.
And then put 3. No,
Oh man.
yeah, you don't have, I don't know if it automatically deleting it or 1. No, go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, do this. Go back to Cash App real quick. See the number that's there. And this is gonna be good for people to see anyway.
Yeah. Here,
See
I'll
that
write.
number? 0.00129. .00129.
Got it.
There's not a place to put maximum.
It's not connected to his wallet at all.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep, he's not connected to anything. That's fine. That's fine right there. You'll see why in a minute.
Then Herschel, you might want him to check his network on the USDC as well. Double check it.
Go ahead and hit your drop down on USDC.
Okay.
To the right there. Type in USDC. Hit the drop down one more time. Type in USDC up top.
Oh. Okay.
Insert, yep, to USDC. And then don't click anything yet. And then you want to click the one that's on the Ethereum blockchain. Andrea caught it early. So we were going to see why it wasn't working in a minute. But no, that's fine.
Thank God for Andrea.
we was going to see in real time it not go through. But it would have still gone through.
Yeah.
You just had to learn how to convert it back. but no, good eye, Andrew. Okay, so now we've told the exchange what we have and what we want to receive or what we want to get. Now I want you to click where it says exchange. Okay. Now it's asking you that if you have Bitcoin and you want to get USDC on the Ethereum blockchain, they're saying, give us the address that you want your USDC on the Ethereum blockchain to get. So as you'll notice, it's actually writing out the blockchain again. So if we had left it on base, I believe that's the one that you clicked on originally. When we got here, here's another double check point where you would see, oh, shoot, I'm on the wrong blockchain or what have you. So we want to paste your address where you want it to go right there.
So that's from Exodus?
Right, wherever, yes, that is correct, where you want it to go.
I might have to go get it again, but no, there it is.
There you go, right there. And it always comes up and it gives you a note. Please note, USDC will be sent on the Ethereum network. So they're letting you know again so that you can't mess up where it's going to go.
Okay.
Now click where it says create an exchange. Now it's coming back to you saying, okay, you have told us that you have Bitcoin and you want USDC and you want it to go to XYZ address. Perfect. Now they're coming back to you saying, we will do that. But before we do that, we're waiting for you to send us the amount of Bitcoin that you said you want us to convert into USDC. So what you want to do is you want to go and you want to, and then they're giving you the address to send it to. So underneath that QR code, there's the address. Click the 2 little pieces of paper icon to copy that address.
Yep.
Leave this window here, go to Cash App, and we're going to send Bitcoin to that address. Now, you see the 3 circles at the bottom? It says buy, sell, and then we have 2 arrows going up and down. That means send and receive. So click that. And we want to send. Perfect. How much do you want to send? To make it easy, you could click all right here, or you can just put in exactly what you told them you was going to send. On this screen, the big white letters at the top allow you to type in and show everything as US dollars. If you click on the blue circle, 0 with BTC, tap right there real quick. It converts it to where Bitcoin is up top and dollars are at the bottom. So whichever one, given whatever circumstance you're in or situation you're in, you can toggle back and forth so that you're not confused about how much money is going out. So in this particular instance, we're going to keep it consistent today. Click back on Bitcoin and type in 0.00129. Or just type in one. Yep, there you go. Perfect. And then it's telling you how much that's going to be in US dollars. Why did we not worry about the 717 that was after that? It's because they're going to take those few dollars out in fees just sending it off the platform or whatever.
Gotcha.
Matter of fact, it's probably going to ask us for a little bit more. So click next. Now we want to paste the Bitcoin address that we want to send it to. Where it says to, where do you want to send it? Paste the address right there.
So that would be Exodus?
No. The address that they gave, they waiting on you to send them the Bitcoin so that they can convert it to USDC, and they're going to send it, the USDC, to your Exodus. You just copy their Bitcoin address. You're making a payment now. You're sending it to them first. You just copied it. So paste it right here. There you go.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, when you do that, it brings up their wallet address down below. So tap next to just tap the address to the right of the
the
blue circle, and then you'll notice in the top right-hand corner, it gave you a box. Click next. Perfect. There's no need to change your speed right here. Just so no one gets confused. If you rush it, yes, you could save $1 or so. If you want to, for me, I'll pay them another $1 not to have to wait 2 hours for this transaction to go through. So, but to save money, you could actually, kind of go down on the fees and all that kind of stuff. But for the sake of time and sanity, I never change it. I leave it on priority up top.
Okay.
And click next. Now, stop right here. We knew this was going to happen. It's saying you have an insufficient Bitcoin balance to complete the transaction. You do have an insufficient balance because you're saying we want to send $148 to your destination, and they're saying we'll do it, but we're charging you $3. So there's a difference here. You're not leaving us enough money. Down at the bottom, you can basically just say, hey, just take the remaining out of what I'm trying to send, and we good. So click confirm and send. Now they'll make the adjustment.
That's really pretty hassle-free.
Exactly.
Really, I mean,
and a person can take the time and read through it if they want or whatever, but yeah, it really is.
Or just, if you have a specific amount, just add to that, like we've been doing in other platforms.
Absolutely. You add it to it. All right. So click send anyway. Boom. You just withdrew the Bitcoin from Cash App. Click done.
Nice.
And now it is making its way over to Simple Swap. Now let's go back to the Simple Swap screen. It's going to take it a while. You just passed it.
Where was
Simple
that?
swap. It's over to your right. Don't slide
Oh,
by
there
your
it is.
though. There you go. Here's the beautiful thing about it. Now it gives you a status bar. Confirming. Woo! It's already there. Man, they sped up this morning. You see the
Nice.
green, but you see the green circle?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was waiting. So it's already registered on the blockchain that they got crypto coming in. They're going to wait to confirm it. And it takes you down the a stair-step progression so you know what stage of the process it's in at all times.
Gotcha.
Going to go through that process. And it's telling you down below that you're going to get USD $143. After it's all said and done, you're going to have $143.38 in USDC at the address that you gave it, which is your Exodus wallet.
Mm-hmm.
And then down below it says it shows how much you actually sent. Now, here's the other thing. We typed in 0.00129 with Simple Swap. And then Simple Swap actually said send the exact amount, 0.00129. Well, because they're just exchangers, you're not paying them a fee, so to speak. They're just exchangers. If you end up sending more or less, they just make the convert. They're only going to send you what they receive, but your transaction will still go through.
Mm-hmm.
If you send them more, they'll make the adjustment and send the overage as well. So you don't have to be as particular. But what I would say is try to be close. You don't want to put in $10 and send 10,000 or what have you. You want to keep it at least close to the mark.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting for this transaction to go through, scroll to the. It may not show it on top of this page, but scroll to the top of the page. Yeah, I don't want to leave this page because we won't be able to get back to this transaction.
Right.
The pros and cons of actually getting an account with Simple Swap. The pros would be that all of your transactions that you've done with Simple Swap, you could always go back and find your transaction numbers and IDs and know what you did when and where, and just keep it organized for future reference should you need to. But here's the thing. All of these are blockchain transactions. So even if I don't have my transaction history readily available, as long as I got the wallet address that I sent it to, I can get the blockchain confirmation anytime I want from the blockchain. But for convenience purposes, you can set it up, get an email account and so forth. Maybe in a future date, we'll talk about, you can even buy crypto right here as well with your debit card.
Is that, do you think that would be better than some, like, because I just had kind of a big snafu yesterday on crypto.com. They thought I was from a different country. And I got verified and KYC'd months and months ago. And I've got 10K in there right now of someone else's money. So I'm very open-minded to another platform right now.
Well, Simple Swap does not hold anything. So when I say getting an account, it literally would just be you giving them your email address, set up email address, password, and they provide transaction history. I just never have, and it's going to be personal preference. I know some people that only want to operate in the decentralized space and give up as little bit of information as they possibly can. And others are like, no, I just want to be smooth. so at
Yeah.
all times, and I don't want to do any extra work ever, so it's up to the individual as to what or how they would like to proceed with that. But to utilize their service, which I like to just call it a mid-air exchanger. So I'm throwing up an alley-oop, and they grab and they dunk it for me. So Bitcoin, for those of you that have never purchased Bitcoin before, the Bitcoin blockchain is the slowest of them all that I've seen. So it takes a while for their transactions to actually go through. Simple Swap has recognized that the transaction has been initiated on the blockchain, but think about you being Simple Swap. They're mid-air exchangers. They're not going to exchange anything and send you something until they officially get all of the Bitcoin, not just see that it's been initiated on the blockchain. They need all the blockchain confirmations to actually go through in order to do that. So we're waiting for that to take place. Meanwhile, you know what? This will be cool. Can you copy, will that work? Go back to Cash App real quick. And go to Bitcoin. Click on the 8. Or transaction. Click on the little red one in the bottom right corner. Maybe that'll give it to us. Transaction details. Bitcoin withdraw. Click on Bitcoin withdraw. Scroll up.
Is that
toward the bottom of the page? So
that was May 20th of 2023.
I see. The other one, I'm just trying to find. Click the X in the top left hand.
Today. Here we go.
Click that.
Oh, wait.
That's it. That's 7. No, that's the transaction from this morning. Click it again. Maybe it'll give us another one. Every time you click it, we get a jackpot.
Click what again?
X in the top left corner.
Okay.
Now click the pending withdrawal up top, at the very top, above today. Pending, right there. Right there. There we go. All right. So now scroll up. I'm just trying to find it to see if it gives us the transaction detail yet. Network traffic, demand, block. And Cash App is good about sending you a text message once it's gone. So right now, we're still waiting for the transaction to go through. So they're not issuing. We don't have they're not giving us the transaction hash yet. I was going to go and show you on the blockchain how many confirmations we already had.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not showing it. You know what? Copy that.
Right here. Transaction.
Yeah, copy that address and throw it in the chat for me. Now this is.
Oh.
So what now?
Hang on.
Oh, you're good. Just swipe it. Yeah, just go back to it.
Let's see. Come on. I guess I'm gonna have to stop share.
I'll click on Zoom.
Well, I did, and then
that's fine. We got time. We're just waiting on the Bitcoin blockchain right now.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Chat. There we have it. Oh, okay. There you go.
Perfect. I'm going to go real quick and see if it will allow me to.
So what would you do with that? Just go check it out, or?
Yep, and I'm going to share it with everyone here, and hopefully Hopefully. 1 second. Yep. I'm going to share my screen while we're waiting. So in the event that there may be someone that's never seen how you can go onto the blockchain and actually see the transactions. So I'm going to erase this and I'm just going to go. You guys can see my screen right now, I think. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to go to a Bitcoin, and there's plenty of explorers out there, but I just typically type Bitcoin Explorer in, and I go to blockchain.com typically, and I'm going to paste right here. I'm going to search the blockchain for the address that Cash App sent that to, or no, that we sent it to. All right, and I'm going to hit enter. There are 1 blocks with this result. Boom, we're going to click on that. And here's our transaction on the blockchain. $146.57, 0.001269999. Bitcoin, total sent, total volume. Boom, 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 boom. And this is the block. These are all the other things that's inside of that same block with his $146 at that time. And this is VN8. Unfortunately, it's not like riveting and exciting to get here and see it, but so you can see right here, it's still pending. But this is another way you can check if somebody says that they sent you something to your wallet address. You can pull your own wallet address up and go and look and see if something has been initiated or it has not. But typically, you're looking at about 10 to 20 minutes. So for the sake of time, I'm going to go back and reshare your screen, Miguel.
Okay.
Just for the sake of time, because I know we're at the top of the hour now.
Hey, Herschel, I have a quick question. Is there
Yes,
a
ma'am.
limitation that Cash App has on how much you can
Yes.
purchase?
Yes, Cash App does have a limitation. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe it is no more than 2,000 in one day and no more than 5,000 in a week, which is why I was saying initially for those individuals that are buying 1 or 2 out the gate, this could be something that could work and keep it smooth and simple on the front end. Yes, I've gone through a lot more commentary than we had to with the process, but you saw how fast he was able to actually purchase the crypto. A lot of times, what I would do if I already knew I had the crypto, as long as they buy that Bitcoin themselves, they can send me the Bitcoin. And I will go ahead and either send the USDC to them, or I'll go ahead and make the purchase directly myself. And just keep it smooth, because I know they've already bought the crypto, they've already sent it to me, and I would wait for this to, the transaction to go through. Because right now we're waiting on Simple Swap to go through and do the conversion. But Simple Swap is merely just waiting to receive the Bitcoin. So I would have to wait the same amount of time to get it as Simple Swap. Yeah. And trust me, refreshing it, Miguel, won't change it.
Okay. All right.
It's a real-time feed. It will not change the speed.
So Herschel,
Yes.
do you ever just do it for people, like someone that's kind of clueless about crypto?
Yes.
You just have them Venmo or PayPal you, and you just do it?
No. I don't do that part. That's what Thomas used to do. I let them handle the first part.
Yeah.
I want them to purchase the crypto. And I have yet to find a place more simple and fast than Cash App for a person to buy their first crypto if they already have a Cash App account.
Yeah.
You saw how fast you just type in the amount and hit buy, and it's there.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it's there.
it's pretty user friendly.
Right. Now that they've bought it, I'll give them my address and they can send it to me and I become Simple Swap. Or if I don't have it, I'll let Simple Swap do what Simple Swap does. And it's just a matter of letting that person know that I would flip it around and use this as a benefit. Now, we're sending Bitcoin right now, and you see how long it actually takes. So can you imagine going to the gas station to buy a can of soda and having to stand in line while the 5 people in front of you have a transaction just like this to buy some gas and some potato chips or whatever? You're in the store for the next hour and 30 minutes. That is what takes it has changed. We have the same level of safety and security because we're validating our transactions on the blockchain via proof of work, but the fees and the speed of transaction is much, much faster and more user-friendly and can be used for day-to-day simple exchange. Like Bobby always says, we picked up where Bitcoin and the others left off. There's something missing with each of the others, not saying that they're not good in their own right. But we picked up and filled the gaps because we've been able to have time to look and see what's missing. And those changes have been made. And then we're putting a brand and awareness and creating a global community to actually start using it. And that's where the value comes. They just created an infrastructure. We create the value. So I won't hold everybody, Thomas, because the next phase of this is Simple Swap is going to confirm that they received that payment. And then they're going to then exchange that Bitcoin into USDC. And then they're going to dump it out or send it to the address that Miguel gave them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to show up in his Exodus wallet. And he would have USDC sitting in his wallet. The one last thing for a new person, if they were using Exodus, if they was using MetaMask or any other wallet, and they've never purchased crypto ever before, we now would have sent USDT on the Ethereum blockchain to their wallet. However, they would not be able to do anything with it until they had some gas money in order to move. They got a brand new car delivered off a flatbed truck, Lamborghini sitting in the driveway. But unless you go in the garage and pull out the gas can, it's just going to sit there. It's just going to sit there. Once again, for simplicity's sake, I would have, if I'm building, I take some of my commissions and I leave it sitting in Ethereum for situations like this, where I could just, hey, while we're waiting on this transaction to go through, go ahead and send me your wallet address, your Ethereum wallet address. And you could have some, excuse me, $3, $4, $5, whatever it may be. I'm sending it to their address so that when they get that USDC, we can go ahead and initiate our purchase with getting our miner.
And those gas fees would be, the Ethereum gas fees would be where?
You say where? The
Yeah.
Ethereum gas fee is when you go in to make your purchase with Texit.
Right.
And if you're making your payment using your Exodus wallet, or you're going to send the USDC out, remember, USDC is a token. USDC is a token riding on the Ethereum blockchain in our situation. So nothing comes across the tollway, Ethereum's blockchain,
right,
without paying the toll fee. So Ethereum got to get theirs. Just like in the future, when these stable coins, these downtown digital dollars are sitting on top of the Texit blockchain, even though the fees won't be high, and it may not even be the focal point, but we're mining, validating, supporting the blockchain that these downtown digital dollars are going to be riding on top of. We're supporting that network.
right.
There's fees that have to be paid to come across it. Even though they're low, those extremely low fees add up when you're accumulating more and more of them. And the more traffic that's being, or people that's using the Texit blockchain, right? That's where we're in it. We're the nuts and bolts. We're the nuts and bolts. We are the toll road. They got to maintain it.
So have some Ethereum gas fees in, say, Exodus or MetaMask readily available to be able to help people out there.
I would recommend it. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. I mean,
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, $20. You get 2 or 3 people, 5 or 6 people with that, just for the small amount of gas that it takes to make a payment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you just replenish it later when you need it, when you need to. But yes, that's it. That's it. So, Thomas, I'll let you go from there and take that. I haven't been reading the chat, so I'm not sure. No, if I go to, if you check, no, the blockchain is public. Anybody in the world can go to the blockchain. You can't hack it. You can't go in there and do anything to it. It's public. Every blockchain is public. As long as you got a wallet address, I can go and look and see anybody's wallet at any time, but I can't do nothing with it without their 12-word seed phrase. Gotta have a 12-word seed phrase to do anything.
I'm looking here to see if there's anything question-wise.
Yeah, you can buy. Yeah. Oh, so they put it in there. Yeah, you can buy up to 10,000, but you're limited to $2,000 per day and $5,000 per week.
And like any other platform, if you overuse it, they will question that.
Hence why Hersche no longer has the cash.
Or Thomas Dubois.
They wouldn't. It was not voluntary.
Yes, yes.
They just said, you know what?
Too much going in and out is
it
what
was nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Was nice.
Yes.
And
yes.
they will not tell you why. They just say, you may have violated some of our terms and conditions or something, but they won't tell you which one. And I'm not going to go read it at this stage.
That's what happened to me last night with crypto.com. They wouldn't tell us why.
Exactly.
I was being tagged.
And they do that for security purposes.
Right.
Yeah, they do that for security purposes because people would gather all of the reasons why they get declined, and they can orchestrate their way around navigating, their
Right.
system that way.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question on that, and your opinion here, and just so people have expectation a little bit.
Mhm.
In my opinion,
Mhm.
it's gonna get a little bit tighter doing crypto purchases and sending and buying and all of that for a little while. But I do believe they're starting to reverse that a little bit. With the banks and different things that are participating, and that we will have a time coming in the future that red tape will be streamlined in this area because this area will be the area. Would that be your opinion?
I believe. Do I think buying crypto will become easier in the future? Yes. How much easier? I don't know. I believe we'll just have more options to be able to buy it. I believe banks are going to start competing to get business again by offering crypto, more and more crypto products to get people to come to their bank. It's just the evolution of banking in and of itself.
Yes. Yes.
But it's still going to have the same checks and balances, and they're still going to be centralized, and you're going to be like, oh, we're going to put a hold on it. They still going to do those things for a while. But it won't be as taboo for some people because it's mainstream and it's at their bank. My bank lets me do it. And I actually believe that will actually help catapult the entire crypto market cap as a whole. And that's all I want.
Right.
People ask me all the time, why you should charge for this, or you should charge for that, or you can create a course on this and create a course on that. I look at that as limited thinking, because for me, the more people that help educate people in the space as a whole, forget $149 course. Give me 149 people that's buying crypto, because that's raising the value of the assets that I have across the board.
Right.
The more and more they're doing that. And if they go tell somebody else, that duplication, that multiplication factor far outweighs anything I'm going to sell.
Right. Right. Thus, the reason why Tuesday through Friday we rock and roll this thing.
Absolutely.
And Herschel, thank you for volunteering today. An amazing job. Miguel, thank you for stepping up and putting yourself out there as well. Herschel, any last words on Cash App or on this? And
No.
I think we'll close her out.
Okay, and just as when you guys are sitting at home with nothing to do, feel free to take, or I even challenge you to take 20, 30 bucks. And some of the wallets, the exchanges that you've heard Thomas and everybody else talk about over the last couple weeks, like literally get some practice money and go and like literally move through each one of these wallets back and forth, run into scenarios that you can bring back to help get answers, or figure out the solution for yourself. What is the cheapest pathway to buy? What is the cheapest pathway to swap? It's one thing for me to say it, Thomas to say it, Corey to say it, Sarah to say it, or whomever. It's another one when you actually go and take your time, not rush, and read the confirmation screen that comes up for clarity and understanding. That's when it starts clicking. Then your eye starts becoming trained to look for certain things in the process. And no matter where you are, every wallet, every exchange is pretty much the same. They just have a different user interface with different colors and put buttons in different locations. But the concept of how they function is the same. Same thing with a DeFi wallet. the function of how because the blockchain is the blockchain. There's only so many different ways that you can make a screen look that's different than somebody else's. So they tend to all kind of look and feel the same because they're all plugging into the same locations. So there can only be so many variations of it. So I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble this morning. If anybody has any questions, I'm more than happy to stick around and answer them. Outside of that, Thomas.
I just want to say, Herschel, thank you, and Thomas and everyone on here for showing up and taking the initiative to learn more. And that's my encouragement to and inspiration to my team is to, take a little time every day to just discipline your life and structure your life to take some time every day to learn something and engage with it. So thank you, Herschel and Thomas.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You
All
bet.
right, Thomas, back to you, sir.
Okay, Thursday and Friday right now is open game, or we might do a Q&A one day. But maybe you have something on your mind, please reach out to me right away. We would like to fill those slots and then do Q&As at the end and stuff on certain subjects. But we'll fill the gaps. Remember that tomorrow going to be a little bit more on building of Texacoin, but we will cover some stuff on crypto as well, especially from things that we see today. I do want to quickly address that Erica had some concerns. She says, that's my concerns. I hear stories constantly of accounts being frozen. I'm going to say this from somebody that's been in this forever. Okay, well, since 15, okay? So not forever, since Bitcoin was 900. So that many times I do way more transactions than most people. Herschel does way more transactions than most people because we built teams of people over time and we've made mistakes of doing it all for them, okay? If that is spread out amongst this team right here, nobody will have very, very, very few issues. This is the purpose of us doing this here. If you get something frozen, let me be crystal clear here. Never have I heard somebody not getting their money back on a frozen account. Never have I heard. They always leave it open so that you can withdraw it to your bank or get your money out. So I want to take the fears away, but I want to say, what is the goal? Self-sufficiency, to spread the burden while this industry is growing amongst each individual that wants the benefits from this platform, from Cash App, from cryptocurrency, from blockchain technology, from metaverses, whatever the case may be. If we're all educated, we don't overburden one person's account. Thus why all of mine have been shaken up a little bit, because for 8 months I was doing over 100,000. Well, for 6 of those months I was doing over 100,000 in transactions from you guys, from the whole team. And so that's the only reason why I love that we got forced. We grew greatly, and that was great for Texacoin and everything else. But we now need to spread that out and get self-sufficiency as a team for you and for me. Because what if something happens and Bobby comes on and says, "Hey, everybody, do sell your Texacoin." That's not going to happen. But let's just say that happened. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, me and Herschel are going to start charging.
If Bobby came on and said that, yeah, I would.
we might switch the thought pattern just a little bit, but just all kidding around. We want you in an emergency to not have to call me to cash out. We want you in an emergency to be able to send to somebody. We want you to be able to teach your people and build a team of the same self-sufficiency. It's about teach to teach to teach. And Herschel, you're the best. Thank you.
No
Thank you. Thank you. If anybody has an idea or a subject for Thursday and Friday, reach out to me. We'll get this recording posted as soon as either Andrea or I can get to it. God bless you all. And thanks again, Herschel.
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Herschel. Very good.
All right,
Thank
anytime.
you,
Thank you.
Herschel. Excellent, excellent job.